In this video, I want to answer the question, is making videos easy or hard? And I also want to introduce the series because I want you to start thinking about the different types of video content you can create, the types of platforms you can put it on, and how to get started. Simply said, getting started with videos is actually very easy. You have all the equipment and knowledge that you need to get started. Maintaining, building, making better videos, building a community, getting the type of results you're looking for in your business or monetizing your content does take time. And the great news about it all is that you will be able to grow, build, and progress without the eyes of the world on you. Only a select few who are very invested in your growth or the types of things that you're wanting to start to talk about will come and check you out. And as you earn and deserve their time and attention and the time and attention of the others, the algorithm will start to serve you and serve you up to more people. And at such time, when you're feeling good about your videos, you can also begin to more actively promote them. The key to all of it is just to start. There's an enormous power in beginning. And every video you make, you'll find you can make adjustments, you can make improvements. There's so many different aspects to it that actually make making videos quite hard. And therefore, as one of the recent teachers that I had taken a course on video making had said, given 100 days, he'd rather people make 100 videos in 100 days than try to make one perfect video in 100 days, because you learn through the process of doing. In this series, I'm going to take you through some of the steps, just ways to think about preparing for video, and then gathering and reviewing your equipment, taking a look at all the cameras, all your sound capture devices, looking at stands and eye lines, getting that lighting set up so you feel good about it, hair, makeup, wardrobe, scripting, how you move from the idea process to research to a concept to actual scripting, and then preparing and then doing your production, your editing, to the point that you post your video, going in and reviewing your analytics and seeing how you can continue to improve, adjust, and make better videos. It is a process, but one that I highly encourage you to start where you are. There's enormous value in that. And also to pick a platform. There are 3 that you can choose from, and those are going to be long form, which are the widescreen, or you're going to do a live, which will depend on if it's a wide frame or a cell phone frame, depending on what platform you're on, or you can do shorts, which are going to be in that cell phone frame. So those are the kind of the thing you want to think about, is just you can experiment and sample with all 3, but it's best to pick one that's going to be your foundational place to really get comfortable and really get good with one style of video before moving on and incorporating others more regularly. You also might want to think about which platform you want to have as a primary platform that you're producing for, where you want to begin to actively engage your first community around video. And so whether that's going to be YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, LinkedIn has a LinkedIn Live platform. So there's different places that you can decide are going to be your video home. If you've never made video before, TikTok is really easy for beginners. And I'll talk more about that in other videos, where we'll go through each of the styles of videos and the different platforms, and as each one has their own particular tactics and community guidelines and protocols to be successful. They also have certain milestones that you want to look to reach so that you can unlock other features. So for example, on TikTok, your first 1,000 followers allows you to go live. On YouTube, you're also restricted from going live on your cell phone until you have a certain amount of followers, and you don't qualify for monetization until you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. All of that is readily achievable by creating content, posting regular videos, knowing the type of audience that you're looking to attract, how to best serve them, and delivering good, valuable, potentially timely content for them. And it is a process, but it's one that I highly encourage you to consider and to think about incorporating into this new year. You will find that there's great opportunities and potential that will come from adding video production to your skill set. I know for me, I am learning, and that is why I've chosen to create this series and really focus this year on building my YouTube. I have a TikTok channel, and that is where I started. I definitely learned a lot. I definitely see ways that I can also improve and propel my TikTok channel forward, but I haven't learned, if anything, having a strong primary focus makes a big difference. So I definitely want my primary focus to be on YouTube at this time. But you can start anywhere. You can see what you like, where you belong, where the right audience for you is. And depending on what your goals are, then you can get a better sense of where you want to be. And you can always, again, like I'm doing, evolve that over time and move platforms or move which ones you want, where you want your primary attention to be. So within the next few weeks, I will be talking about the different styles of video that you'll be producing, the different platforms, all of those keys to preparing your video, and also some bonus advanced steps once you get going, or maybe you've already started and you just want to take it to the next level, as well as dozens of teaching resources and channels and content and courses and resources that you can look into that can also help you up your video game. So look forward to being on this journey with you and outlining these steps and basically sharing my journey since I started as a host on 360 Talk Radio in January of 2022. So I've now been hosting an audio show for a year and just felt that it was time to bring video into my offerings and have realized that it is a learning curve. And so when I ask and answer the question, is it easy or is it hard? It's both. There's an easy part to it, which is you can begin. There's nothing stopping you from beginning. It's hard in the fact that you need to have a passion for it, a dedication for it. You need to commit time in your life. You're going to want to continue to add and update your resources, your tools and equipment so that you can continue to deliver better videos, knowing that it's exciting to see it pay off. It's exciting to see you get new followers, new subscribers, more engagement, and see that community really come together around the stories you have to tell and the value you have to offer. And sometimes it takes a while to really think through, why are you doing this? Who is it for? What are you getting out of it? What are you willing to put into it? And it is a process. And sometimes in the beginning, you're going to make stuff that you don't love, but you can learn from it and you can say, oh, okay, I see how I can do that better. Basically, I have no problem showing people my evolution of where I started, where I am now, and then they can sort of see how I progress as I go. But if something is unwatchable or just not up to my production standard in terms of if there's a typo or just the sound is not right or just the quality of production is not there, I either won't post it, or if it was posted, I will remove it. Sometimes when I go live, I've learned after the fact that my sound quality was challenged, and so I will kind of hide that video. So a good tip when you're just starting is post on platforms where you control. the platform. So you can choose to post, remove, edit the content. You have full control over it. Additionally, it's helpful to see what you like and then see what potentially could be improved the next time, because there are so many moving parts in video. There is the camera, there is the sound, there is your presentation, there's your rehearsal time, there's your writing time, there's your ability to edit. Different platforms need different tools, and this is where a little bit of experience comes in, knowing where the right place is for you and what type of video content is going to be the best for you. So it is a bit of learning. I know for me, I was very committed to supporting Ukraine, and so my primary TikTok channel ended up being very focused on supporting the war in Ukraine. And it wasn't something that I actually used my face or voice very often, although when I did, I found I would get a burst of new followers. But a lot of it was just sharing news stories, sharing videos that I found on Telegram that were easily repurposed and shared, and they were the same ones that the major media outlets were also using. So you want to just be careful about issues of copyright. Some material is meant as marketing material, which is they want you to freely share it. Others, just make sure that if you're using it, you're crediting the source. And there's greater rules on YouTube than there are going to be on TikTok. TikTok also has a very simple, very intuitive editing platform, and so it's your ability to use its green screen and its other editing tools, your ability to just take a screenshot and make it into a video is much easier on that platform. So it takes a bit more thought, a bit more energy in transitioning to the long form or to your live stream. And you just have to get very comfortable with software, understanding you might have all sorts of problems with it, but you just, every time you go forward and with the right help and support, you'll be able to troubleshoot those problems and make sure that they don't happen again. So keep learning, keep growing. The key with all of this is just to begin and get started and just play. Enjoy it, approach it with joy, approach it with curiosity. Don't worry, because the world is not watching. So there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Just be thoughtful about your content and what it is you want to say and who your audience is, and think about just how do you best serve them with your message. So my goal here is to serve you as part of the 360 Network for Women in bringing video into your strategy for this year and either starting with it, growing with it, but in any case, reaching the goals that you have to make this your best year with video.